G'day, Mike Smith here. This is a how-to demonstration video for incorporating the super cool Elevator JavaScript file into a WordPress page, which I've done here, and that works fine. Now I've done a detailed description of this step by step, but this particular video is just for the developers, more experienced people who just want to know how it's done. So basically what you need to do is obviously look at the source and instructions, and I've got this open here. It's on GitHub. What you do is you download the zip file onto your hard drive, and so I've done that here. And what you need to do then is upload it to, or the relevant files to your site. Now what I've done is I've just uploaded the whole lot into my public HTML directory. So this is my FTP program here. Inside public HTML, I've just created a subfolder for all of my JavaScript libraries, and I didn't change the structure or anything like that. I've just uploaded the entire demo script so that I've got the JS file here and the minified version as well, and in this subfolder here I've also got the two music files, which is all that I need. Turns out you don't really need the styles file. That's just for the demo page that they've set up. Okay, so once these files have been uploaded, you need to find out what their URL is, obviously. And so what I do here is I just look at the URLs in a text editor. So here, for example, and I can see what the URLs are supposed to be. So I'll just take out the superfluous stuff here, and it should be basically these links. So I've got the links on my website to the JavaScript file as well as the music files. Okay, the next step then is following the instructions. What we need to do is add a script to a page. We've got a choice of two scripts here. I'm using this one here because I want to be able to use a class with a page element that I can control. So this script needs to be at the footer of the page. So, So in WordPress editor, you can use any tool that you like, but you need to be able to edit the footer of the page. Works best in the footer. So right down the bottom here, as you can see, just before the end of the body tag, I've added that script, and I've updated the links to the audio files. And I've also checked that this class is actually correct as well. Okay, so that's in the footer. Then also in the header, we obviously need to link to the JavaScript file itself for Elevator. Now that's not shown here in the instructions, but if you look at the example file, open that in your browser, or rather your text editor here, you can see that obviously we need to link to that script file. So that's what I've done as well. Back in WordPress, edit themes, edit the header, and so I've added this script line here, and also obviously with the correct URL to the JavaScript file. Okay, so please don't use my links. Upload it to your own website, otherwise you might overload my site. So we've got something in the head there, we've got something in the footer, and then the next thing we just need to do is edit the page. So I've set up a page here, and so if I edit this page, all right, and I'm using my text view here, HTML view, so I've just created, this is just a test page, and at the bottom of the test page is a div with this class, Elevator button, and obviously that needs to match whatever I've put in in the script, in the footer here, that has to match that class. Now the reason they're using a class and not an ID is so that we can have multiple buttons up and down the page. It's up to you where you put these, the link to the top of the page, but you could put them, after each paragraph, for example, or in a widget on the side, but basically that's what you need. Could be any kind of element, because it's really just the class here that matters. So it's a div here, and because it's a div, I needed to style it so that it looks like a link, and some text. Possibly an image with an A tag on top of that might work best. Just be careful that if you do define a link for an A tag, then it doesn't override this. In fact, I haven't tested it with an A tag, so it might not be possible to do that. Anyway, so those three elements, we've got the clickable link in the document, just update that. We've got a change to the footer, the script in the footer here, as well as a link to the JavaScript file in the head there, and we're good to go. So this page, yep, view this page. I'm not sure if the audio is going to be picked up on my screencast software here, so we'll just see. Okay, so click on that. And there it is at the top. Okay, and that's all there is to it. As I said, I've got a detailed how-to describing all of these steps, and that has been made for the benefit of people who have never done this before and would like to know how it's done. Thanks very much.